But when they become hysterical about somebody, and they're like, he's a conspiracy theorist, without even refuting what he told you, then you know he's onto something. I mean, a hurt dog barks, right? When you have an infection, someone touches near the infection, it hurts. What does that tell you? You have an infection.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, do you think that's one of the reasons why Bobby Kennedy was looked at as so crazy?
100%.
Yeah.
And what's so funny, as I said, I saw him, very recently, the other night. And I said to him, and I saw him, I sort of follow it. I'm just interested in the reaction to Bobby Kennedy. Mm-hmm. And remember, they attacked him as a crazed conspiracy nut because of the vaccines. Yeah. And he said there may be a connection between the vaccines and autism. They're like, shut up! And they canceled his contract with the New York Times. He had a contract to write for them. They canceled it.
Wow.
And they just basically drummed him out of polite society. They don't talk too much about that anymore.
Right.
But the vaccine stuff, because I think there is this recognition, and by the way, I'm not an expert, but that actually a lot of people were hurt. A lot of people were hurt, not just with the most recent round of mandatory vax, but in earlier rounds. Now, you could argue it was worth it. We have a flu vaccine. It academically supposedly prevents the flu, so maybe we get it, and some people get hurt. But they were telling us for years, nobody gets hurt. Well, that's just a lie.
Does Bobby Kennedy Jr. have any chance? Does a third party have any chance these days?
No. A third party can affect the outcome for sure, but the system is, this could change with time, but the system, it's shown no sign of changing. I could bore you for hours, but Ross Perot ran in 92 and then 96.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he got Clinton elected in 92.
Fear the ears, that was the campaign, I think.
Fear the ears. I never heard that.
I just made it up.
That was good.
Thanks.
But he actually was kind of impressive.
He was a real smart guy, huh?
He was. And he said a lot of things that turned out to be true, but of course he was attacked as some kind of crazy person, but including by me, I should say.
Damn, really?
Yeah. I was used as a tool. The point is, he got 23% or whatever. I think it was 23 that year in 90.
Ross Perot did.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, dude. Because he was running basically on sort of a pre-Trump, more restrained, more academic, less Trump. But the idea was the same. Like, manufacturing is dying, and it's going to wreck the country. We need to make things, stuff like that.
Bush, Perot, and Dukakis? No, who was that?
No, Dukakis was 88. It was Bush, Perot, and Bill Clinton.
Wow. Who
was then the governor of Arkansas in 1992. It was the first race I covered. And Perot did really well despite massive hostility from the media. Because, of course, they were protecting, their bosses.
The establishment.
Exactly. That's exactly. But I didn't perceive any of this.
18.9% he got.
What did he get?
18.9%.
Oh, 19%. I'm sorry, 19%. I'm embarrassed.
Did he affect the outcome of that race?
Oh, well, he won it for Clinton. I mean, Clinton won it, as you see on the page, at 43%. Absolutely.
If Perot didn't win, do you think that Bush wins that?
Of course, yeah. Wow. Oh, absolutely. He took from Bush, yeah.
Who is Kennedy taken from?
What do you think? Trump.
You think?
Of course. There's no person who's thinking, I'm going to vote either for Joe Biden or Bobby Kennedy.
I have some friends that are.
No way.
I swear.
Really?
I have some friends that have known Bobby. I mean, these are people that have known Bobby Kennedy for a long time, but who are Democrats who are like, this is my guy. The
only reason you would vote for Joe Biden is because you believe there's safety in numbers. You're voting for the party. You're not, obviously, I'm not attacking Biden, but you're not voting for Biden. Mm-hmm. You're voting for the Democratic Party because you think when they have more power, you're safer or richer or whatever. Right. That's the only reason. And Bobby Kennedy, man, I mean, I've never seen anybody get right to the core issues affecting the country the way he has. And I don't agree with him on everything, but I mean, he names names. I mean, in a big way.
Yeah, that's why I love him. I just think he can he doesn't know, I don't feel like he's in anybody's pocket. Do you feel like low key there's some party that's like planted him in there? People say that, but that's crazy shit, I think.
I mean, I feel like I know Bobby very well, and I am totally convinced, just on a human level, that he is an honest person.
Me too.
And I don't think that he would do that. And
I just have to ask.
Are there people in his orbit who would do that? I believe yes is the answer. But I don't think he knows about it or has anything to do with it. I think he's totally sincere. He's certainly not in anyone's pocket. I mean, the guy could be, his name is Bobby Kennedy. He's the son of...
Oh, we could do whatever. He could
do whatever. Yeah. He could do whatever. And
he has done. He's done a ton of great stuff with his life.
He has. But I'm just saying it's very easy to be loved by everybody and to just... It's very easy to make money when everyone loves you. Bobby Kennedy could have an infinitely easier life than the one he's chosen. Mm-hmm. He's doing this because he sincerely believes it. Well, look at that. right? And he's under threat. I mean, I was with him on the street the other day, this week in Washington, and the security people around him were very nervous.
Wow.
He was not nervous at all, but they were. Anyway, the point is, I think Bobby's totally sincere, but he is giving a massive middle finger to the establishment, like almost as aggressively as I've ever seen anybody.
Yeah. Why can't we get him to a level? Because what percent does he have to get? Oh, I guess we don't know, because you don't know
We
what
need
has
to get
to
that
win.
plurality. You know, we need to get more than the other two. And unfortunately, the system is set up where it's hard for a third-party guy to get on all ballots. I mean, they've rigged the system against a third-party challenge because they don't want that.
Who has rigged the system? Both of the parties?
Both of the parties, yeah, of course. Of course, they don't. I mean, once you have power, what's your number one goal? It's preserving it and preventing people from challenging you, you know, of course.